Oh, yeah. Oh. Don't forget to turn on the light. Time for some daily bread. Everyone, welcome to the Deer's Cry. This is a podcast where we look to try to find Christ in all aspects of life. I'm your host, Tim Horahan. We're in a series that I've entitled Daily Bread, where we break open the gospel passages for the daily Catholic Mass during the week. And we are now in the Gospel of Mark, chapter 4. You like that opening? That kind of hurt. Let's get into it. Mark chapter 4, verse 21 to 25. Jesus said to his disciples, "Is a lamp brought in to be placed under a bushel basket or under a bed, and not placed on a lampstand? For there is nothing hidden except to be made visible. Nothing is secret except to come to light. Anyone who has ears to hear ought to hear." He also said to them, "Take care what you hear. The measure with which you measure will be measured out to you, and still more will be given to you. To the one who has, more will be given. For the one who has not, even what he has will be taken away." So if you couldn't tell, I had that dramatic opening for effect of today's passage. So Jesus is teaching his disciples, and he's giving this teaching on the light, and just kind of using simple a visual for them to think about. As I demonstrated in the opening, is that what's the purpose of a lamp? It's to give light. I was using that opening that I was thinking as being a dad. I mean, this is for being anybody. Have you ever had where you're like, you get up in the morning? This is me. I get up in the morning and I don't want the light on. Like, I just want, the only light I want to see is the coffee maker. And I'll do anything to get to it without having to turn on lights. And over the years, I mean, obviously there's been many a times where when my kids were younger, they might have been stepping on a race car or a Lego piece going across to get to the kitchen. And then as people get older, and sometimes it's my own fault, like I left something right in the middle of the floor, or the chair that I can't see in the dark is pulled out from the table, and you whack it, and it's just painful. And then you're mad at yourself because you left that there, or the fact that you did not do the simple thing of turn the light on. But it's the simple things, and Christ is basically saying that right here, is that the light of Christ that we get gives us direction for our lives. You know, it's the light of Christ that takes what is dark in this world and brings it to light and gives it the proper perspective it needs. I feel like there's two flashlights you can use in this life. There's the light of Christ and there's the light of the world. And they all both tell you two different things. The one that's got the proper perspective is the light of Christ, the Word of God, the teachings of the church. Is that it'll give you the right way. It'll give you the right path. The other way will not bring you the right way. I mean, we see it all the time. People who have just chased after the worldly pleasures of life and followed after worldly things are the same people who are just, when things just don't go their way, their life falls apart because what they were told by the light of the world didn't come to pass, and they didn't have that peace and light in their life. But those of us who have the light of Christ and follow after Jesus' way, even when things don't go our way, we realize we have that peace. Mostly because we realize we have a final destination that we're shooting for in this life. The second part of this passage is the other part, for those of us who are walking in the light, or starting to walk in the light, is the fact of sharing that light of Christ with others. This is kind of one of those, if you really read into it, Jesus is laying it down for us, because he's just saying, it's just like, the measure that you get is what you give out to other people. There's too many times in this life, because we're so busy in this world, that we want to do our own thing and run our own race, and we're worried about our time and our place, that we don't worry about our fellow brothers and sisters. You know, I ain't got time for that, as the saying was a couple of years ago. It's still hot today. I ain't got time for that. You know, I got time for me. I ain't got time for you. But that's what we should do. We should try to make time for others and try to bring that light to others. Because a lot of times we'll see our friends who are walking in darkness, who things just aren't going their way. And it's not just beating them over the head with the Bible or the Word of God, but just sharing that light that you have within you, that God has given and put inside of us, inside of you, to share that with someone else. Simple as a smile. Simple as just listening. You got 2 ears to listen and 1 mouth to speak. I'm guilty of not using that, but it's true. 2 ears to listen to our friends and our family members. And it starts at home. But to actually, that measure that we give to others, the breaks that we give to others, the forgiveness that we give to others, the mercy that we give to others, the love that we share with others, is how God will measure out to us. He's pretty plain and simple. The love you give is the love you receive. The mercy you give is the mercy you receive. The forgiveness you give is the forgiveness you will receive. And it all starts with walking in the light, letting God guide you with His Word. I mean, it's pretty simple. Try to listen to Him every day and try to walk out the door with His love, with His mercy, with His forgiveness that He has given you, to then therefore go and share it with others. So my 2 pieces are encouragement: keep walking in the light, keep turning to the proper light. And then my challenge is go out today and share that light with others. Hope you all have a great day. God bless. Remember to share, like, subscribe. Appreciate all the support. I'll catch you around next time. Peace.